So about a few weeks ago, I posted a vote for you guys to tell me whether did you actually fail in the circuit missions. And turns out that despite not many people take part in this voting, still people actually fail in this mission, and most of the time it is the defense mission. In the circuit mission, we know that it consists of 5 missions in total: exterminate, defense, survival, excavation, and void flood. But the question is that only defense and survival missions are the missions that has the potential to fail the whole circuit. And defense mission seems to be the one that fail us the most, where we always lose in this mission. So I was thinking about why the defense mission actually has the highest chance for us to fail. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Now there's a very important part that we need to understand and remember. In these circuit missions, we usually try to take part in the steel path because we mainly want to focus on farm the incarnon genesis. First up, the steel path already had a modifier that not only the level of the enemies are 100% extra above, but also those health and damage will also increase as well. All of these will make steel path become extremely challenging compared to the normal missions there. But the question is that, is this really a problem? It's not entirely that hard, because we have to remember that what kind of missions that you really want to take part in, so that it will really shows that the difficulty of the steel path. If you try to check on other people's videos, you can notice that most missions that people take part in the steel path contest mostly consist of 2 missions: survival and disruption. Other missions is also viable, but I found that these 2 are the most played missions. That's because survival missions are relatively quite easy in terms of the time consuming and the difficulties. The difficulty part is quite simple. All you need to do is just survive as long as possible, but the minimum requirement is 5 minutes. That's quite simple. As long as you have a high KPM weapon such as the nuking weapon, you're good to go. As for the time consuming part, yeah, 1 reward per 5 minutes is very good one, because for me, I usually use this time skill to rate other missions, and I could tell that certain missions are good to play or not. While the second mission, Disruption, is also another mission that people like to play the most. That's because Disruption mission has a much lower difficulty, as the failing criteria is also much lower compared to Survival, rather than Survival that need to maintain the life support for Disruption mission. If you lose all the 4 conduits, then you will lose, but if you can save at least 1, you're not. Because of this, Disruption mission is not that very difficult, especially consider that we also have a high DPS weapon in this mission. Usually, you don't have any problems. And not to mention that if you are quite fast in this mission, it is also possible for you to even surpass the time consuming in the survival mission, which is you can get 1 reward with under 5 minutes. This is why sometimes I feel like survival and disruption mission can pay the most due to these kind of reasons. But defense, however, go in a very different way that we all do not enjoy the most. In terms of difficulty, the problem here is that we need to defend the defense target. But the problem is that defense target sometimes cannot be as tanky as we wanted to. This one I will be put in the next part to explain what is actually happened. But time consuming? Yeah, it is. Because if you play defense mission, you know that certain enemies won't try to show up and try to hide in a specific place that it will force you to try to waste time only try to look for them. Based on this, you might think that defense mission could be easily to fail in the circuit mission due to this reason, but it's actually not the case, or should I say that it's not nearly enough. In fact, the one that truly triggered the heart of the defense mission in the circuit is because of how the enemies scale in the mission. Imagine that an enemy scale up to a specific level, then based on what most people already found, the damage always scale much higher compared to the health. Because of this, even right now, defense target could also scale based on the stage you enter in the circuit. But I still think that the health that they have is still not enough to tank certain enemies' attack, since their damage is already scaled too high compared to what we expected that we want them to scale. And this is the main reason why I think that defense mission has the highest possibility that we will fail in the circuit mission, because even the defense target can scale their health through the stages. Still, the damage that the enemy skill is relatively too high, higher than the health shield skill, so that it's too hard for the defense target to really tank those attacks quite easily. That is why until right now, I won't be taking too much further ahead, especially the second cycle of the defense mission. Yeah, that one I will try to skip. Otherwise, I do not want to risk another 40 minutes for nothing. If this is your first time watching, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out any newest contents from me. Why not leave your comments down below if you got any ideas or thoughts you want to share with all of us. And that's it from me, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye bye!